Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In our today's picture, we are going to solve this question using Pyspark. Here the question is, we have given a data set with different types of IPL teams and we need to generate match schedule such that each team plays with every other team exactly once, no duplicate combinations are allowed. So our expected output should be like this. RCB should match with only CSK, MI and PBSK, and then CSK has only MI and PBSK, and CSK should not match with RCB. Why? Because RCB versus CSK and CSK versus RCB both are same, right? So we have to avoid that type of combination. And next, MI versus PBKs. This is the expected output we need to bring it. Now let's start solving this problem using Pyspark. Before going to solve the problem, first we need to import Spark session. So that from, sorry, this is in comment, from pyspark.sql, import Spark session. And then let's initialize the Spark using Spark session dot builder happening happen let's example match get r create. Let's define our data RCB. Next one CSK. Here the data should be combination of different tuples. Otherwise it will consider as string. And then PDSK. PDKS, sorry. Let's say the first column name is team one. So schema equals to the column name team one. Let's create data frame using this data and schema. Df equals to spark dot create data frame, data equals to data and schema equals to schema. Now let's display this data frame. I got an error for partition from Python. There is an error and for this is why capital is not there. Now it's getting out. It's running. First time we are running. I'm using database community edition here. Here you can see that our data frame is displayed. So now we want multiple combinations of matches. So for that, first let's try to print all possible combinations of matches between two teams. So for that, I'm using cross join. Df2 equals to df dot cross join df display df2. So I'm displaying this. Here it generates the 16 different combinations of both the matches, but we don't want, like if you see this RCB versus RCB, this is not fair. And RCB versus CSK, here you can see that CSK versus RCB. We don't require any duplicates and this is not valid. So let's filter out the combinations which we require, like filter df.team1. Let's create a df2 with same as df1 and with column rename, because we'll get the conflicts because both data frames have the same column team1. So in the second data frame, I want to use team2 name. Let's rename these team1 with team2. Now we can specify that df1 df with df2 and then filter df team1 with should be greater than team2, so that we can find df1 here RCB is say equals to RCB. So this combination will be excluded. And RCB versus CSK, here R is greater than RCB is greater than CSK, right? So this combination is included. And when we come down, RCB versus MI, This combination is also included. When you see that, you can observe that CSK versus RCB combination will be excluded. Why? Because CSK and CSK is less than RCB. So like this, we can exclude duplicates and same matches, so that we'll get only the distinct ones. Now let's try to display the DF3. I think here COL. Now let's run this. There is a spelling mistake there. Team 2 is not supported. Sorry, here we have to specify DF2. You can observe here only few number of combinations are generated. RCB versus CSK. Here RCB should give three different combinations. So it has three different combinations. CSK should give two different combinations. MI, BBSK and CSK. Total we have six different combinations. We got six. Here is the final output. In this question, you may get a doubt, right? Like we are using cross join. This may lead to bottleneck when we use this for large data sets. Yes, you are absolutely correct. But here the thing is, when you take this type of data sets, only limited number of teams are available, right? So cross join is the perfect one to use this type of data sets. There is no issue using this cross join. We can do in other way also by using Python iterators. Let's try to solve in that way also. Okay, using Python iterators from Python tools import combination, and data should be in the form of list of strings RCB data 1, RCB CSK MI PB case. By using IT tools, we can provide multiple possible combination of items of two. So let's do that. How we can using matches, then list of combinations. Here we have to give data 1 in place of data. We want combinations of this data, combination of two different elements, right? So it gives possible combination of possible combinations with two different elements. Okay, then create a data frame on top of this. Spark dot create data frame, data equals to matches, and schema should be team 1, and schema equals to team 1 team 2. First, let's display this also. Display this df4. Let's comment display df3. Okay, why it is giving error? Mm, let's try to run once more. Yeah, give an output in a correct way. But here the problem is when we use combinations, it's completely pure Python, right? So this code runs in driver. So when we use large data sets on a large data sets to get multiple combinations, then it becomes overhead to the driver memory. So maybe it throws an error. So better to use cross join for this type of data. Why? Because we have a very limited number of teams, right? So cross join is the best possible way for the solution. Thank you.